Hey everybody, how's it going? Steve here, and today we have a pretty big leak coming out from Nintendo. This is a leak of the design for both the upcoming Switch 2 Pro controller and Switch 2 console for the Legend of Zelda 40th anniversary. Apparently Nintendo is doing special editions of each to mark Zelda's big milestone, and they don't seem to be tied to the Ocarina of Time remake that we know is coming out later this year. Instead, they seem to be more kind of generic Zelda designs. These are shots of the packaging, not of the actual hardware, but they do seem to be legit. Some of these shots show tons and tons of boxes, which would make sense if you have access to a facility where Nintendo is either printing packaging or actually packaging up finished hardware, though we don't have any shots of the actual hardware itself aside from what is on these boxes. But they do look to be official Switch 2 boxes. They seem to be pretty high quality, and these aren't blurry shots. They're very high quality, very clear images. So with that said, let's go ahead and dive right into those images. So you can see right here that we have the Switch 2 Pro controller packaging. It's got a Zelda 40th anniversary logo that is in the upper right corner, and right front and center, you can see the new Pro controller. It's got kind of a two-tone design with a kind of Triforce mosaic in the middle of it. So you've got these just triangles in gold all over with a Hylian crest with the Triforce in the middle, which is iconography we're familiar with from The Legend of Zelda. And then you've got a gold analog stick, kind of that bottom part of the analog stick is gold, and a green right handle on the controller. The close-up shots just kind of show the detail in the mosaic design and in the Triforce there. Very cool stuff. I think it's a cool looking controller. I actually really like it. But what interests me more is the Switch 2 console itself, because this is our first ever special edition Switch 2. And it's only fitting that it's a Legend of Zelda Switch 2. And this is probably one of the coolest Joy-Con designs I've seen in a while. It's certainly the coolest Switch 2 Joy-Con design I've seen, but you've got this black Joy-Con with some type of design on it. I can't really fully make it out because the image is not super high quality, but it's pretty clear that you've got some design on the black Joy-Con on the left, seemingly a gold element to the analog stick, and then you've got the gold Joy-Con rail on that one as well. Similarly, on the green Joy-Con, which seems to be more of a gradient green, you've got kind of the Triforce mosaic that we've seen in other elements of the design. You've got the gold Joy-Con rail, the gold element to the analog stick, and then you've got the dock, which I have to say is probably the most divisive bit for me. The dock for this Switch 2 has that kind of Triforce mosaic design, but it feels a bit unrelated to Zelda. And then you've got kind of some Triforce iconography on the left-hand side and the Triforce in the middle. It just feels like maybe it goes a bit too hard on the Triforce element. I would have loved to see this as like a green dock or something like that. Something that felt just a bit different, but it feels evocative of Zelda without really being super cool looking. So, but I love the look of the console. I love the look of the hardware. If this is what we actually get, it's really cool. But my opinion of this is that this is most likely a legitimate leak. We have a lot of visuals here. We have high quality shots that are very clear. We have a ton of boxes in one of the images. And it just leads me to believe that this is something that is actually happening. I mean, it matches up with what rumors have been saying for a while in terms of just the existence of this hardware. But as I always say, take this with a pinch of salt. Nothing is official until Nintendo announces it, but I'd love to know what you think. What do you think of these consoles? Or what do you think of this console and this controller? Will you be picking these up? Is this something that's interesting to you? Do you think that it is a cool design? Do you think it's kind of lame? Let us know. Let us know down in the comments below. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll, of course, have much more on this console if and when it ever emerges, as well as the controller, as well as the Ocarina of Time remake whenever we're able to get our hands on that. With that said, thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe to be the first to know when new videos go up, and I'll see you next time. Until then, bye.